G'day guys, my name's Josh. You can call me Woodle, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die in Alpha 18 once again, where I am back in my testing world to build something that I haven't built before, and I'm actually pretty excited to have a crack at. It's something that I wanted to do from when Alpha 18 first dropped, and they revealed that instead of the world being surrounded by a radioactive zone, it is now an island, which means we now have a coast, and I want to build myself a coastal base. I want to build myself something by the seaside, on the beach, where the nice stiff ocean breeze can come in and refresh me from all of that disgusting decaying dead smell that would have taken over the landscape by now. I want to have a base with a view, and I've been looking forward to doing this for a while, and I'm finally getting around to do it, which is very, very exciting. But before I take my road trip to the beach, to the seaside, because who doesn't love a seaside road trip, I need to head down through the Hall of Legends, the MVP Tower, to say thank you to 3 more awesome people, 3 more awesome patrons for all of your support. Did just kind of occur to me though, it's been a long time since I added an MVP. I need to do some renovations on the board up there because there's more MVPs down. I need to make some more space to add them all on. But today we are thanking Jessica R, Marth Senior, and D Mysteria. That kind of sends me all the way back to like 2006. Old Rey Mysterio. Who's that jumping out the sky? DMY Mysteria. Here we are. That didn't work at all. I added some extra words. But anyway, those were good times back playing SmackDown versus Raw. Oh man, that sent me down memory lane just a little bit. Alright, those guys have been put up on the board, which means it is time to leave the park proper, past the baseball field and Zombie Plinko, out to the coast and have a look at what kind of beachside property we can snag. I think this spot here is going to be the best option for me. It's not a massive cliff going down into the water. It's got a nice kind of slopey sandy beach, which is kind of nice, but it does have some cliffs surrounding it. So it's like a cove. I'm going to call this Jawoodle Cove because it's in Jawoodle Park, but it's off on the beach. It's a nice little landing area, a nice little beach for me to set up shop in. Plus, the added bonus of having a nice slopey beach going down into the water is that, I mean, clearly, like, there aren't boats in 7 Days to Die yet. There is a raft in the coding somewhere, like, hidden away in the dev stuff. I can't spawn one in, even like with all my dev stuff turned on. If I go boat, there's nothing there, or if I go raft, still nothing there either. But hidden in the code is a raft of some kind. Oh, I mean, I went searching for a raft and 7 Days was like, and crashed hard because of it. But, so I can't build anything to float my way out to a base. So having that nice slopey shore coming in is going to mean that I can build a ramp or something onto a bridge to get myself out to my base without too much worry, so I can still use all my land vehicles. The first thing to decide is where I'm going to start the bridge, or whereabouts I'm going to make the base out on the wavy ocean out there. God, it already looks good. Imagine like just having a base, just chilling out here, looking back at the land and knowing that no zombies can come to get you and like nothing bad is going to happen to you. As long as you're on top of the waves, you are all good. Plus I'm in the desert, so if I need to take a nice little dip to cool off, I can just jump out of my base down into the lovely cooler waters of whatever ocean this happens to be. I mean, I'm on an island. I don't know if I'm in the Pacific or the Atlantic or wherever I might be. Let's call it the Pacific because I feel like that has like a warmer vibe to it, rather than the Atlantic, which has icebergs and sinking Titanics and all that kind of nonsense. So I think like right here is probably the best way to go. So what I'll do, I'll just kind of mark this with some conch like that, get some conch going, grab you. All right, this is going to be the line my base is going to take. So I'm going to start heading out to the ocean. The first question I need to answer is, where does the radiation kick in? There's still radiation in the game, but now there's like a hard line to the land, which is really good. I love that they made it on an island rather than just an indiscriminate, at some point you'll start dying from radiation, so good luck with that one, mate. But so now, how far into the water can I go before I start copping radiation points? I'm going to work my way out, slowly turn off God mode, and just kind of see where I end up and when I start dying. Rather than just inching meter by meter north until I start dying from radiation poisoning, I feel like if I just go into the map and apply some logic to this, I can probably figure it out. So it's a 4,000 by 4,000 map. So up here, or is it 4,000 is going to be the absolute maximum of the world. That's where like the terrain generation stops and it goes to just like the big drop off into the flat wasteland, well not even the wasteland, just the flat nothingness out there. So that's going to be there. I'm assuming probably like 150 meters in is where the radiation will start. So we'll go to 3850, there we go, just like there. Put a quick waypoint, ooh. That was cool, like loaded in more work, I put a waypoint out there. And if I head out to that one, I think that should be right about on the cusp of where the radiation will start. In fact, let's just go like this. Let's teleport myself out there. I'm on top of the waves. I'm flying, but I don't have God mode turned on. So I can actually start getting radiation poisoning at some point. Keep on going north. Where's it going to be? I just flipped over into the 150 mark. Maybe it's not there. All right, let's keep going north and see where it actually starts taking away from. Look how far from the shore I am. I could build a base. I mean, look, I'm a long way up in the air. I mean, what should I call it? The seabed is a long way down, but that should be fine. I mean, this would be a long way away. This would be perfect. I think I've got it figured out. I'm sitting right now, right on the cusp. I'm at 3950 is where I'm chilling out, and I'm not getting any radiation poisoning. If I move a little bit north, just a little bit, into like the next block, anytime here, it's going to start giving me radiation. So like 50 blocks, there we go, enter deadly radiation zone. So like, I think for safety, we'll just call it 3950 is the point. Not going to go any further than that, but look how far away from the coast I am. Let's have a look here. So at 3950 there, the coast starts at like 3650, so 300 meters from the coastline. I can make a kick-ass base out here and be so far away from any land-based terrors. I mean, look, I think the zombies still spawn underwater. I can't quite see any, if there are any down here. There's no stats or anything popping up, so I don't think there's any zombies out here. I might have to test it, actually. Do zombies even spawn underwater? There's all things we need to know going into building an ocean base. But yeah, like, look at all the space. No, I mean, zombies only spawn within like 150 meters of you for like horde night and stuff. So maybe we could just completely negate it by taking an oceanside trip. We can go to the beach and completely forget about the zombie troubles. What more Australian thing other than snags on a barbie is there other than just ignoring problems and heading to the coast? I mean, shit, your whole country can catch on fire and you can go and take a Pacific Island holiday. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Who cares about bushfires? Who cares about zombies? I want to go full ScoMo and just go take a holiday instead. So unfortunately, because of the way that the physics engine works in 7 days, you can't actually build anything that floats. So I've had to build a tower from the seabed up to the top. This is 37 blocks tall, which isn't an insurmountable amount of blocks. I built it out of R-Conk for now because I'm not sure how strong this material needs to be. You may be able to build it out of wood if no zombies are ever going to get close to it. You never know, but you don't want to build a whole base on a flimsy foundation. That's just asking for bad news bears. But I've built this right on the cusp, right on the nipples of the radiation zones. Anything further back this way, I think if I actually turn on flying, turn off God mode, turn on flying, and just go out this way, I should start getting radiation poisoning, even just being like this far back. No, not gonna do it for me. Oh, no, there it is there. Okay, so I'm right on the cusp of dying from all sorts of awful diseases. So I'm gonna leave that one there and kind of use that as my kind of benchmark for then going south from this point. So I'm gonna build out a little bit. I'm gonna expand this foundation. Like if it's only 36 or 37 blocks, I mean a stack of like 300 is gonna give you what? 10 pylons, I suppose. You don't have to make a solid column, but different pylons are definitely gonna be in order. So I'm building these pylons up from the seabed, and I'm starting to think, I mean, I'm doing this with gold mode on so I can't drown, but I'm wondering how you would do this in survival. Now, there are two ways you could do it. Like, one, maybe you could just get down there and build it all and not drown if you time your swims right, but you swim awfully slowly in 7 days, and there's no like flipper item. In saying that, there should absolutely be an item for like flippers that means you run slower on land, which means the zombie can catch you and eat you better, but you swim faster in water. That would be a great item to have in this game. Someone please implement that for Alpha 19. But also, like, the upgrade of that should be like a scuba suit or something, or just like an extra lung, or some way to like, you know, extract a lung to your back, whatever, just to breathe underwater a little bit better. Increase your oxygen levels when you're underwater. That would be an absolute good thing to have as well. But I want to see if I can quickly test out what are the chances of me getting down there, building some of this tower, and then getting back to the surface before I die. Let's give that a red hot crack. In we go. Oh, it's a long way down. See, look how slowly you go. Look how slowly you're cracking along, and you only get like a full minute of oxygen. Well, at the rate I'm sinking, for goodness sake, just breathe out before you get to the surface or something, dude. You're wearing iron armor. Sink faster, for goodness sake. I'm going to spend an entire minute just getting to the bottom of the ocean before I even have a chance to build anything. This is totally not feasible. You'd have to just, like, find shallower water and go down with, like, 10 blocks at a time. Build, and then when you die, just kind of go, oh, well, I guess I died. Go back down with some more, and then build, and just, like, sacrifice, like, 10 lives to get yourself some pylons. I mean, look, I wanted to go all the way out to the deep water because I'm further away. There's definitely going to be ways to do this, but I mean, in this kind of deep water with the current build of the game, it's going to be pretty dicey, but that's all right. I've got 150 health and 10 seconds of air left. We might make it. We might be able to get some of the building done. I just want to test it out. Come on, buddy. It's right there. Come on, keep going. I'm now drowning, and I'm down. I've already lost 20 health. I'm almost there. Come on, we can almost reach. There we go. All right, build. How much building can... Oh, go up faster. Go up faster, you genuine sponge cake. For God's sake, if you can't sink that quickly, why can't you go up that quickly? What are you made out of? Some, like, weird kind of floating lead? You don't sink, we don't go up either. I'm about to die. Oh, okay, I died. I died. So I want to go back there and see how many blocks I actually built before I actually carked it. Huh, well, I mean, at least it's possible. You'd have to sacrifice a lot of your lives. Hopefully you're a cat and you got 9 of them, or you're going to come back as a butterfly, or maybe a seal. Seal would be pretty helpful. We go on down there, stack up some blocks. I mean, sure, you might get eaten by a great white shark, but it's a sacrifice you have to make for that awesome basic goodness. Grab all my shit back. All right, how far did we get? We actually got a fair amount done. I mean, that's like... what, maybe a fifth of the total tower? And the higher it gets, the less likely you are to drown each time. You get more and more done, the more you build. So that's 1 life there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks built. All right, I want to keep on testing that. I'm going to see how many lives I have to sacrifice before I can build all the way up to the surface. Then we can kind of get an idea of what this might actually entail. I mean, look, I'm building, 9 columns. I'm building a solid tower. You can't get rid of the water on the inside, not with in a reasonable fashion. But, like, this could totally be doable. I thought it was going to be beyond me. But if I'm willing to sacrifice a couple of lives, you could totally do it. I actually only died 1 more time. Look how tall the tower is now. Like, just having that little bit at the bottom that I didn't have to swim all the way down to the ocean floor to do made it so I actually started building before I started drowning. So I don't think I'll die again. I got a lot more construction done at that one time. Come on, here we go. Swim all the way down. Wait for you to get to reach. There we go, just like that. And you start going up again. Now you actually swim up faster if you're moving in a direction at the same time. So it's best to just go like that. And look at that. We're gonna just go back up to the surface. We can grab, if I get up to the surface, please. There we go. Grab some more air, refill the old lungs, and look, we can even reach it just from the surface. Boom. So 2 deaths is all it took to build a whole column. So what's that, like 18 deaths to build all of this? That's a reasonable price to pay. If this works as well as I hope it will, I would pay that price. I would pay 18 deaths to build a totally zombie-proof base out in the middle with a lovely view like that. So I reckon that's worth it. Now it's going to build a platform up the top here. Then we can start testing how the zombies are going to react to this, because this may not be zombie-proof at all if the zombies can still spawn underwater and wreak havoc down there. But if they can't, or like, you know, if anything else is different about this, then this may be the best thing ever. I'm just gonna leave my body standing on this platform. I'm gonna do anything with it for now, and I'm gonna spawn in some scouts. Oh, scout spawning failed. Hang on, is there too many like monsters in the world right now? Let's go kill all. Let's make sure that no one else is out here doing any nonsense. Let's see if we can spawn ourselves a screamer. Spawn scouts. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's spawning scouts at -46. That spawned that one. That seemed fine. No, it couldn't spawn another one. Okay, interesting. So it only spawned one. We'll have to try another one again. Spawned that one again. So it's having trouble spawning in the screamers, which is kind of nice. Are they actually down on the seabed? Like, where are they coming from? Actually, it gave me the coordinates. Maybe I'll just go look for where it may have actually spawned it. What did it tell me it was? Blah, 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 blah. Spawning scouts at -46 through 3950. So -460 if I get my map back out. -460 is over this way, I think. Yeah, over this way. So it should be to my left. So the screamer should be over here, I suppose. Let's go back in my body and see if I can find it. Because if they're not spawning, that's already like a big check mark in the ocean base's corner. Like, if you're not going to have to worry about screamers at all, why wouldn't you build at the ocean? You can have like a million, you can just have like a forge barge. You can just have a barge full of forges and not have to worry about screamers ever again. Because she's definitely not out here. Can I even like just regularly spawn something underwater? Let's go zombie. Let's go, where are you? Chelsea, spawn at Chelsea. All right, so I can like manually spawn things underwater, but so far, no screamers. What's going on here, mate? Where the hell are they all? They're not on the beach either. The only thing that's on the beach is a rabbit, a boar, and a Joe. The Joe that just spawned in. Nothing out there. In fact, I'm so far away from my little platform that you can't even see it anymore. So we're all completely safe. There's nothing underwater. So do zombies just not spawn out here then, I suppose? I don't know. There's my platform. There we go. Jump back on you. I'll spawn a wandering horde, spawn WH, and see what happens with those. It's going to take 12 hours for them to get here, but that's okay. We can speed up time, wait till they actually kick in. But like, if wandering hordes don't spawn out here either, we're really starting to feel like an ocean base is the way to go. So according to the log of the server, or the world, I suppose, it's tried to spawn at least 3, maybe 4 hordes. But look, every time it tries to spawn, it goes, fine, it's like, wait 2 hours. Can't spawn it, tries to do it again, tries it again, tries it again. This will happen within a couple of seconds, so not really any time at all. That's really interesting. That's really useful. Okay, so, I mean, it's the game's tried to spawn in wandering hordes, and as yet there are no wandering hordes anywhere. There's no zombies. I've still got the info above their heads to make it easier to see, but there's nothing out here. There's nothing at all. Let's check the coastline and see if anyone spawned over here. Nope, still just the rabbit and the boar. There's nothing. There are no zombies. So not only does this thing, I mean, it might set up to the zombies. I don't know what happens to the zombies underneath the ground. But like, if it's not even going to spawn in the zombies from Wandering Horde or a Screamer, will it spawn in zombies for the Blood Moon? I don't know. Only one way to find out. Let's crack into a Blood Moon Horde and see what happens. Here we go. The sun is setting and everything is red, which means the Horde is about to start. But what will the Horde do with me out here on my little sea platform? I'm out of my body and I've boosted up the gamma a little bit. Apparently not enough though, just so I can try and see underwater. Let's just go full gamma, just so we can see what's going on down here. I want to know what's going to happen with the Zombarinos. What's actually happening in the console right now? Spawning waves, spawning waves, spawning waves. So it can't spawn the Horde waves either. It has no way to combat you building a pylon. So, I mean, look, this is what I was talking about. You know, it's going to cost some deaths to build something like this. I totally get that. But if you then no longer have to face a Blood Moon Horde, you no longer have to face Wandering Hordes or Screamers, why wouldn't you? You're completely immune out here. You're completely safe from anything that might be coming your way. You don't have to worry about a sausage. That's fantastic. Well then, I came into this thinking like, hey, an ocean base would be fun. I didn't think an ocean base would be the best possible base you could build. I'm gonna leave my platform, my wonderful little safe platform out there, and head back to the coast. I wonder if I go close to the coast again, will that then spawn the Horde on the beach if I can't spawn it underwater? Got the rabbit, where's the boar? The boar's gonna be out here somewhere too, or do they eat the boar? Oh, no, there's the boar. Okay, all right, so I'm now chilling and grilling on the beach. Where are all the zombies going to try it again? Yes, there we go. Okay. Oh, actually, their AI was off. That might have something to do with it. Okay, so that starts spawning in zombies when I come back to the beach. That's good to know. I will turn your AI off again, and before I kill you all, I'll head back out to my platform just to make sure it wasn't something to do with their AI being turned off. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not, because as you saw then, even with the AI turned off, it still spawns the Muppets in. But if I come all the way out here, make sure their AI is on and running, will that change how other things work as well? I came out to my platform, I killed what zombies and animals had been spawned in before, and got rid of their bodies as well. So now we're back to nothing, and it's not spawning in any more zombies. You can see here, well, if I scroll up a little bit more, Blood Moon Party spawn zombies, so you can see in the console when it spawns stuff, and nothing's getting spawned. Which works for me. I mean, I'm fine with it. Let's go again and spawn another Wandering Horde, just in case that has something to do with it. Let's also spawn some more scouts, in case that has something to do with it. Let's get everything rocking and rolling, and see who shows up at my doorstep. Nope, still absolutely nothing. Alright, I think we can unequivocally say that we are completely safe out here. Nothing's getting spawned, nothing's coming for me. I'm safe as a raft in the middle of the ocean. Nothing's coming. Alright, that's good, good, good. I'm surprised at how well that actually worked out. That was not a feature I was expecting to have, but lo and behold, we got that feature anyway. Let's go back to day 12, just because I like to keep it on not the Horde day, in case I lose track of time. Alright, well, the next thing I want to test then, given that the zombies don't spawn, if I go back to actual gamma and not like retina burning gamma. There we go. Is that, no, that was not the right one. Did I cook that? No, default gamma. Why are you still super bright, or are you just kind of loading back in again? Alright, that looks about fine. So I want to know, if I spawn some zombies out in the radiation out here, like if I turn off my god mode and just fly around out here, I get radiation and I start dying. What about zombies? Do zombies die from radiation? Let's have a quick little crack at that one. Let's just get Arlene, because she was already there. How you doing, Arlene? Good to see you again. You're moving super slow because you are submerged. You are not dying. So you're not getting affected by radiation. That's fine. I mean, I don't particularly care. No zombies come out here anyway. But if they do manage to come out here, even though they won't, they still won't die from the radiation. Alright, that's fine. Thank you, Arlene. Good to see you again. It's been a long time since you used Arlene for an experiment. It's kind of like nostalgic for me to see her gaping face trundling towards me. So because when you're swimming around, you can't actually jump out of the water at all, you're kind of stuck, just kind of bobbling on the surface like a cork in a champagne glass. I feel like we're going to need something to get up onto this platform. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab myself some stairs. Now, I was thinking about doing some ladders, but you're going to be removing a block of water anyway, so may as well just go to the full stairs. Go like this, put you there. I'll also get some concrete ramps. This is the thing, I hate typing in conch and getting all the different options. That's why I like using R-conch or stainless steel. It's just easier to get everything in the right kind of place and easier to find. Concrete ramp, grab you, go down to the underside. This is just for aesthetics. I just like having like the ramp on the back side of the stairs as well to make it look a bit better. And just like that. There we go. So the water's still all up against that, and I can cruise up out of the waves, jump off a diving board or whatever, come up to here and up onto my nice safe platform. That is perfect. Exactly what I want to do. I'll build another one of those on the other side because here, I think a base like this deserves to have something a little bit nicer. Like, for example, a drawbridge. Let's get a powered drawbridge because we're not shaving off any sort of expense. We're going the full kit and caboodle here. Can I get you centered? Oh, they changed it. It's no longer an odd number. It used to be an odd number so you can get it centered on things, but I can't do that anymore. Oh, I hate that they've done that. That's real frustrating. All right, let's abandon the plan of having that in the middle then. Let's put it off to the side. Go like that and put you smack bang over here. There we go. Yeah, right about there. So, I can be cruising up on a bridge that I'll probably have to build back to land at some point. I've got the stairs over here, which will be fine. But I can drive up, put like a garage over here, and we can live happy as Larry all the way out here away from any sort of zombie intrusion. The nice thing about this is like this is completely expandable. The only limit I have is how many supports can I build, how many lives I'm willing to sacrifice to this, and how far back I can go into the radiation zone. Like if I go past here, I'll start to die, but anything like left or right, even closer to the shore, is completely expandable. So I've got plenty of room to build into, and now I can just have fun, you know? Now I can just start building whatever I damn well please. I can build myself a nice like Mediterranean getaway. Definitely feels like a villa in like the south coast of France, or in those like real nice expensive lakes up at the top of Italy or whatever. Like this feels like a real nice place to live, and I feel like I need to build something to match that kind of aesthetic. So I'm going up like this, put myself some nice windows here as well. Look at that. The sun is shining, the concrete is smooth and white, and there is water all around. This is just super relaxing. I love this. So it turns out I was actually one block off where the radiation actually starts. If I stand right here, I am fine. I'm happy, I'm safe, I'm not getting like cancer or anything like that. My skin isn't melting off, but if I take one step to the left and then a jump to the right, I'll jump to the right a bit later actually. If I stand out here, I'll start to get radiation poisoning at some point. At least I should do. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that is the outer limit of where I can build. So I'm gonna build that as a wall. I can't get radiation poisoning unless I'm inside the wall, which isn't gonna happen. Go like that. I mean, this is gonna be like a patio area out here, I suppose. I mean, maybe I'll build like a hard wall on the back here then. So you can't actually go into that block, but build the nice railings around the outside like that. Okay, that's fine like that. Let's go like this and extend that out to the wall. Now what I am thinking, I'm trying to build like a villa out here now. My creation side, my building side is getting the better of me. So now I'm starting to think about what I can actually build. So I'm thinking like this will be the garage. You pull up in your motorbike or whatever, you park up, and then you have like a nice like stairway leading up to like a nice like kind of fresco area up the top. So I'm gonna build a nice wall down the back there to protect us from radiation. And other than that though, I think we're pretty good. I was talking in the Fists Only episode that may not actually be out yet. I'm not sure what my schedule's like going forward from here. But I was talking in that about how it's annoying you can't ever make yourself some clean windows. The only ones you can make yourself are these ones, which are all covered in disgusting spatter of who knows what fluid that used to be. That's really annoying that something freshly made isn't clear. But what you can do, if you have access to these things here, which you normally don't, like if you try and craft that, the only window you can make is this stupid thing. So you can't actually make this in survival. But if you're trying to make something in creative, then here you go. You can put these frames up like that and then get the glass sheets and put them on the outside like that. So you actually do have the windows. You've got the nice window panes in there. So it looks like a nice clear window, but it is actually two blocks that's kind of sandwiched together. It's annoying, I know. I wish there was clear windows you could make in survival and it was an actual just block by itself without being this raggedy mess we got here. But sometimes you're just gonna make do with what you can, and that's the closest I can get to a nice clear window here. Putting a bit more of an extension on like the whole outdoor area over here, because if you're going to be having this kind of base in a nice sunny climate, you're not going to stay indoors the whole time. I'm going to rebuild this railing across there because you need some space to stretch out. In fact, they're like, what have I got in here? I've got like a banana lounge or something, lounge, chair, I don't know. Is there something here that's a bit more summery that I can like lay out on, or have to build one manually out of blocks? I don't really want to, but I guess I can try if I really need to. I don't know. What do Americans call banana lounges? Do they call it something different? I don't know, like sun? For the search sun, is it going to give it to me? Maybe if I have to go search like manually through like all like the decor things, I search through here and try and find something. I don't think I will. I don't remember ever seeing a banana lounge, but I very much like one if I can find one. I went scouring all the towns I could find in this world, and none of them, I was looking for the one particular POI that has a pool, like a motel. I found a bunch of motels that don't have pools, but I just can't think of any time I've seen like a deck chair or a lounge or anything. I've searched for deck and nothing there, so I think I'm just going to have to just assume it's not there, and instead just outfit my little outdoor area here with some other things. So we're going to go like this. We're going to get ourselves a picnic table, because everyone needs a good picnic table for frothies and snags and barbecues and things. Speaking of barbecues, barbecue, BBQ. How would you, what does the extra B for? It's for BYO. What's that B for? That's a typo. How would, well, no, wait, no, Americans don't call it a barbecue, do they? They call it a grill. There we go. That's why you're always going to think like an American. You're like, hey, this is the actual word. Let's completely flip that around and use a made-up nonsense word that doesn't apply to this at all, because, I mean, look, you can do more than just grill in a barbecue, but sure, whatever. Let's just go that one. I love you, Americans, to do it, but I also love giving you a bit of a razz about the differences in our language. In fact, look how small the barbecue is. That's pitifully small. You can only fit like 2 shrimps on that thing. What the hell? Instead of putting the barbecue against the wall, instead I'm going to put what every good entertaining area needs, and that is a bar fridge. Just grab another one of those and put you like that. There we go. What am I going to paint the top? I'm going to paint the top to look a little bit better than that. Maybe just like, actually what I will do, I'll get my oak. I'll get my, that's my favorite texture you could use. Get wood oak like that. Let's go upstairs and we'll paint the floor here as well. Get that looking nice and swanky as well. Just like that. We'll also paint the top of these coolers over here. I hate that they're called coolers. I also have some eskies, because eskies are a growing boy's dream. Let's put you there, and let's get the, where's it, the gas grill. Get you, put you next to it, and another one next to it as well, because why not? You can keep the meat in one, all the beers in the other. You just never know when you might need to restock on some good VB or Carlton Draft. I'm putting another story onto the actual building part of this, but because I'm a responsible boy and I've lived in Australia my entire life, I know that the sun is nothing to be fucked with. You do not want to piss off the sun, and you do not want to stand out in the sun all goddamn day. So I'm going to put that up to there. In fact, that's a little bit too high. And I'm going to get myself some cloth. No, that's the wrong one. Is it just going to be under sheet, I suppose? Sheets? Awning sheet. Yeah, that one. I'm going to put up a nice little shade sail, because we don't want to get sunburn out here. It's a good way to wreck your entire weekend if you can't move your arms and legs anymore, because you were out in the sun for about 5 minutes longer than you needed to be, especially with the Australian sun, which is like, it's hard to describe. It's like harsher, like, I don't know, it's it burns you quicker, it stings more in the Australian climate. I don't know why. I mean, we've got less ozone above us than everywhere else in the world. We used to have a hole, but now it's just super thin. But I don't know, you want to make sure that you are nice and covered up, and you're not going to turn into a bona fide, genuine, deep fried lobster. Go like this, all the way out like that. That should be fine. Yeah, nah, keep everything nice and shaded. You're down in the eating area, having a nice little snag on bread. You don't want to be cooking yourself to a crisp. I was going to just put a ladder in up to the next story, but that's not really fancy, is it? Let's go like this instead and get something real nice going like that. There we go. We're going to have to get rid of all of those. In fact, is that going to be enough space, I think? Yeah, no, that'll be fine. But look, it's not the most comfortable landing up the top, but it's alright. It'll do. That'll be fine. There we go. We can also go like this and fill in that kind of area. That could be like a little work site. It'll be fine. Look, if you're parking a car in a garage, you need some room to work on it, not just park it, get out, and like bang your door against your garage wall. Look at this. Look at everything coming together. Look at this nice little area. This is what I talk about when you've got to make nice bases. You know, it's fine to survive, but you want to live. You want to have your friends over in the apocalypse, smash some frothy, smash some beers, and then sit here and just like enjoy the view of the surrounding environment, and this is perfect for that. Oh, it's actually come together really, really nicely. As I finish off this top room, I know this like went from being a base test very early in the video to being just like, let's just build a cool base kind of thing, but I'm having fun. This is what I like to do. These window frames that you can only get in creative for some reason are so much more useful than the normal windows you can get. Like, look, you can like make these like nice big open things that look so much better, so much more modern, so much more appealing. Listen, so much more light than it would otherwise. I just wish you could get them in survival. Also wish I could place it the right bloody way. Give me the right one I need. That one there we go, like that, and then, oh no, one more, like that. Then we get the kind of empty 2 bars one. That was the one I needed. Damn, I went straight past it. We always overclick, and there's no way to go back. It's really annoying. Where is it? There we go, like that. Get this whole window up and rolling just like that, easy as you like. And then all you do at the end is just fill it with glass, like this. Look, just go like that, boom, 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 and you have this wonderful looking window. Why can't I make this cool kind of stuff in survival? Why do you hide all the good shit away in creative only? I've decided to go back and change one little thing, and rather than having just like an awning above the eating area, I'm going to turn it into a proper like kind of decking for the top bit up here, because no little waterland retreat, no coastal house is complete without a water slide. And I have the water slide, I need to get some actual height going out here, which is to extend this all the way out to this other pole I've got here to support everything. There we go, just like that. That should now all be supported, I think, I hope, I'm not sure. But either way, this is going to be a nice little area. I'll put some railings up on the outside of it, and then bang in. I've already already got it prepared. Here we go. A nice big metal slide. I'll grab one of those, and I might just like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put it this way. Then you got to land on the concrete. Maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe like that, I suppose. I don't know. When it go down the slide, land in the water, it'd be a wonderful addition to the house, but I need to build the footing for it first. You know what? If we're gonna make a water slide, we may as well make it as good as possible. Put a little dangerous ladder right there, then right up on the roof. This seems like the perfect place for a water slide. You come up here, you slide off the side of the building, land in nothing but the deep dark blue down here. I mean, sure, you've got to swim a little bit to get back around to the stairs over there, but that seemed like the best option here. The slide off into the radioactive zone, or you slide off into the ocean over there. I mean, look, you can swim a little far, but beers and swimming don't mix. If you're drunk, don't go off the water slide, but if you're not, that will be fine. In fact, you know what else we need? Well, up there, we need to have ourselves some couches, because if you're going to have mates jumping off things, you're going to want to have an audience, or else why would you even do it? If you're going to have an audience to enjoy it with you, then you probably shouldn't be doing anything that fun. There we go, all the way along there, got some nice couches up the top. We're also going to need another esky, because you're going to need some frothies to enjoy the show, like that. Yeah, in fact, let's go like that. Let's go into that one and put in another esky just next to it. Where'd my eskies go? How did I just lose all of my eskies? Esky, there we go. Grab one of those. I only had 3 of them to start with, apparently. Boom. Like that. So all your boys can sit there and watch the show while you try and do a backflip off the water slide. And just like that, I mean, that's actually come together really nicely. Probably use a bit more of a paint job, but I like the clean look of it. But let's get some proper daylight. I like the clean look of everything being like a nice kind of flat color. That looks freaking awesome. I love that. And completely zombie proof. What more could you possibly want? Make sure we've got somewhere nice to sleep as well. Bang up the end table. In fact, it looks kind of silly having it like that, actually. I like just having the bed in kind of like the empty room. Looks kind of nice, but we'll put some plants in here, I suppose. Well, that's kind of going to block some of the stuff up, but we are going to put some solar power out on the back over here. We don't need it to be, you know, front and center, I suppose. Just kind of hanging out the back here will be fine. Maybe on the side, over the top of that. I'm not quite sure, actually, what the best spot for this is going to be. Let's put it over here so drunken larrikins don't fall on it when they fall off the slide. But there we go. We're ready to run this thing off solar power. Let's be responsible to the environment that we're sitting here and enjoying. And that should be just about right, I think. Got the bed in there, got everything else going on. Oh, this is perfect. Look at this place. I would love to live here. This is a great way to spend the apocalypse. So one thing I haven't built, and I'm not going to build because it'd take me so freaking long to do it, because you'd have to build some more supports, and I just don't want to do that, is a big bridge that leads from here all the way back to the mainland over there. So you can drive out here on your motorcycle or your Jeep or whatever. I'm not going to bother building it. I'm sure you can figure out how to build a bridge, put some supports in the water, and put stuff on top if you want to do it. But that'd take me way too long, and I've already been recording for over 3 hours. I got way too carried away with all of my interior and exterior decorating and trying to make the coolest party pad the apocalypse has ever seen. Man, Chelsea would love to come here with all the frat boys and have a great time, but she won't. She can come have a great time with me, and I'm definitely not a frat boy. But there you go. That worked out an absolute treat, I think. I love the fact that we can build out in the water. We have an island now, and we can go and build ourselves out off the coast, away from everything, and the zombies won't come to get us. I can almost guarantee you that will be patched out at some point in the future, but for the moment, let's just go enjoy the sunshine. Let's go enjoy the ocean. Let's go enjoy the best of what nature has to give us. So there you go. That is the ocean base. I'm so glad I finally did it, because I wanted to do it for a while, and it turned out an absolute rip-snorting treat. So I'll have to come back and build some other bases that I think are kind of cool in another episode. But before I do that, I have some more boxes to open. Some more things showed up, so I am a very lucky boy, and I get to open some more cool things. Got my box opening hat on with my beer cans also in the little holders, because that's what you need when you're wearing a mining helmet. You need to make sure you're well illuminated and well lubricated at the same time. So the first thing that I have here is a Christmas card, which is super duper wonderful, and it is from Woodland Spring. Oh, how about that? You were like, was it this episode or the other episode I just filmed? I'm not sure. I just put it up in the Hall of Legends, so there you go. All right, so this is from Woodland Spring and her husband, and they say, to Josh and the Chelsea the cheerleader. Oh, okay, we're just lumping us together now. I see. I thought I was cooler than that, but all right, whatever. I'm a man of many Chelseas, and apparently you've just singled me out. Me and the hubby are addicted to your videos. You make us laugh and happy so much. Don't ever quit YouTube, or I'll come over to Oz and kick your Australian ass. Lots of love from Amy and Craig. You are a fucking champion. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, look, sometimes I get big boxes and sometimes I get cards. I don't care what it is. The fact that someone took time out of their life to send me something wonderful to make me smile is the best thing about ever. So don't worry, I will not be quitting YouTube, well, anytime soon, really. I got all you guys behind me supporting me, so I wouldn't do that too. Thank you so much for the Christmas card. That's lovely. The other box that I have here is, it's actually come from Amazon. I don't open boxes on camera anymore because you'll yell at me about my scissor technique and how I'm definitely going to cut my own hand off. So this has come from Amazon and it's in one of those lovely Amazon wish list bags. So it might be something off the Amazon list. I'm not too sure. Merry Christmas Legend, enjoy from Cookie. Ooh, Cookie sent me a box. What is in the box? Is it cookies? Did Cookie send me cookies? Because I feel like if anyone's going to be in charge of sending good cookies, someone who is called Cookie will probably know the good and the bad cookies to choose between. All right, what is in here? Oh, it's a big black box. What is in the big black box? It is... it's cookies! Holy shit, Jack, look at this. Byron Bay, you can't really see because all the lights are reflecting. Byron Bay Cookies, Australia's original cake cookie. Ooh, you had my interest, but now you have my attention. Have you sent me delicious treats? You sent me a look at that. It's a whole, oh shit, it's a whole box of delicious treats. I love when people send me snacks. What else, what do we actually have in here? What, oh, okay, I'm gonna put this down. Oh man, my mouth is like all watering now. I'm super excited about this. What is inside this little plastic packaging? If I could get inside it. Uh-oh, where are my scissors? I'll put them down somewhere and I can't find them. I need to get it. There's a secret force to protect me from the cookie. Okay, I've made it inside. The crinkling of the plastic paper is probably not great for the audio. Put that over there. Look at that. Look at that goodness. Oh, it smells fantastic. It's like a brownie but a cookie. Oh, and the oh, that's really good. Very crumbly, and it's very filling in my mouth. There's a lot of cookie in there. I wasn't expecting to bite quite that much off, but then it really just kind of filled me up as a bit of a surprise. But, oh, they're good. They're really good. These are, I mean, I got Chips Ahoy in the box a little while ago. Put that down so I can finish talking before I keep eating. I got Chips Ahoy in the box the other day, and I mean, Chips Ahoy are good, but that is so much better. I'm not just biased because it's Australian, maybe a little bit. That's delicious. Thank you so much, Cookie. Oh, thank you, Cookie, for sending me cookies, and thank you, Woodland Spring and Craig, for sending me a card. You are all freaking fantastic, and you have spoiled me to no end. I need to go have a drink of water because my mouth has just been sucked of all of its saliva because that cookie was dense. All right, well, there you go. Those are the boxes that I have received. Thank you very much for sending me those. And that is the Ocean apparently completely zombie-proof base. I mean, why do you have to build a base to stand up against the zombie horde if you can just stop the horde from spawning altogether? It's a bit tedious and a bit of work to get out there, build those pylons to get it to all work. But hey, if I'm going to spend that amount of lives to then never lose another life again, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do it? You maybe build a bit closer to shore, but the closer to shore you get, the more chance you have the zombies spawning on the shore, and the zombies do live underwater and will still go attack those pylons if they can get to. So keep that in mind. You can't just run off into the water. The zombies will come across the waterbed, the ocean floor, and they will beat on the pylons, just like if you built it on dry land. So if you stop the zombies from spawning, you'll be nice and safe. But I'll have to come back and build some more cool bases in another episode, because this episode is done. Oh, that cookie's still coming to get me. So thank you guys for watching, but most of all, thank you to all the patrons on Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.